Hello, welcome back to Mathemagics. Today we are going to check the divisibility rule of 2 and the divisibility rule of 4. Okay? They are pretty related to each other, that's why I put it in the same video. So, first, what we are going to test with this divisibility rule is if any number is divisible by 2. That means if we can divide it in two parts without leftovers or without a remainder. So basically what we are going to do is that to check if the number could be divided in two parts. So I'm going to check the pieces and divide it in two groups. One each time to check if the two groups could get the same size with no leftovers. And yes, in this case, it's true. 8 divided by 2 is 4, and we don't have leftovers. And what happens if we divide the 7 into parts? Let's check. We divide it in two groups. Oops. Divide it in two groups. But if I put this one here, this group is going to be bigger than this one. So it's not possible. We are going to have one left over or a remainder. So this is possible to know, of course, doing the division and checking the remainder. But the divisibility rules are like shortcuts that allow us to know if the number could be divided by 2 without having to do the division. That's great because sometimes divisions are hard and take a lot of time. So, with the divisibility rule of 2, we just need to check the last digit of the number. And we need to check that that digit is multiple of 2 or is an even number. This should be even. Let's put it here so you don't forget it. If the last digit is even, then we can divide by 2 with no leftovers. Okay, so the 4 is an even number. So yes, this one could be divided by 2. Is the 7 an even number? No, 7 is odd, so we cannot divide this number by 2. You can pause the video and check these two last ones to see if you got the idea. Okay, let's check. The 0. The 0 is an even number. So yes, this number could be divided by 2. And 3 is an odd number. It's an odd number, then it's not divisible by 2. You can always check it doing the division. It's just that the divisibility rule is going to be faster that way, right? And there's another rule for a division by 4. It's just that in this case, we need to check the last two digits. In this case, the 24. The 24, yes, it's in the table of 4 because 4 times 6 is 24. So yes, this is divisible by 4. The 37. 4 times 9 is 36. So no, 37 is not in the table of 4, then this cannot be divided by 4. Notice something interesting, like if the number is odd, like in this case the 37, it's not possible that it's in the table of 4. Just even numbers are in the results of the table of 4. So you could go right ahead, and if the number is odd, then you already can say like, no, this is not divisible by 4. Once you check that is the last digit is even, then you check the two last ones, the two last one digits. Okay, you can pause the video in this moment, check the last two, if you can do it correctly. Okay, so let's take the 30. So we have 4 times 7 is 28, and 4 times 8 is 32. So no, the 30 is not in the table of 4. And finally, 0, 0. Well, it's like saying that 4 times 0 is 0. So yes, it is in the table of 4. So it is divisible by 4. Okay, guys, hope this is useful for you. Remember to subscribe to my channel, book your lesson if you want, And let me any question in the comment box. Bye bye, guys. See you later.